I am Sheena from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and I joined PSSM. I joined meditation in 2011. My journey started back in 2000 when I was 7, 8 years old. But at that time, I was into transcendental meditation. I was studying in a school called Maharishi Vidya Mandir, which was started by a great master, Maharishi Munesh Yogi Ji. I was studying there. I was in class fourth, and from there my journey started. We had meditation as a curriculum there itself. As a child, I was always aloof. I never felt like I belonged to this family. There was no self of belongingness to my family. Whenever I used to see my mother, whenever I used to see my father, I always felt like, no, they are not my parents. I don't belong to them. Why that sense was there with me, I never knew that. At the same time, whenever I used to see my siblings, also I had this similar feeling that they are not my brother. He's not my brother. And she's not my sister. I don't belong to them. I don't know why I had this strange feeling. I struggled it for quite long. And in 2000, when I entered into meditation, I really started enjoying it. I felt like, that this is where I belong. This is where I feel like there is something within me which understands me quite well. From there, I did meditation till 2007. And my father, got transferred from my hometown to a place called Raipur. And there we settled down and my everything started changing. I became a teenager. I was 14 years old at that point of time. I was very new to this teenage thing. And then there were so many distractions. I had a lot of peer pressure of becoming good in school, peer pressure of, doing good in cultural activities, doing good in overall curriculum. I had a lot of pressure because I had a cousin of my same age, and she was very good at studies, and she was doing quite well. So everyone has the similar expectation from me that I should also do that great. But somewhere I felt like, no, I'm not meant for this. I can't do that. Even though I was a great singer, I was very good. I was very creative, but there was a certain expectation which I felt I don't meet up to that. And that start putting me in a shell. I start going inside a shell, and I started losing a lot of confidence. I started becoming, more and more concerned, more and more image conscious. And to cover up that image consciousness, I started becoming very pretentious. Even though I'm not liking it, I used to do it because I have to make someone else happy. That put me into depression, and I went into depression for 1.5 years. I had a peer pressure of making a boyfriend. I had peer pressure of so many things. That led me to depression. I was in depression for 1.5 years. I was about to commit suicide, but my mother always told me that, Sheena, you know one thing, that there is one thing which a human can do very bad to himself or herself, is killing themselves. It's the biggest sin in the world you can do to yourself. Never do that to yourself, even if there is so much of pressure. I don't know why my mother, had this feeling that she just said this to me out of the blue one day. That was there with me, and I realized, no, I can't end my life like this. No, this is not the way. This is not the way out to any of my problems. I can't do this. And I started crying. I cried a lot. And I just said one thing to universe that you have put me in this situation and you know how to bring me out of it. And just after that, after 1 week, uh, one of my friend Yash Lakshmi, I'm very, very grateful of her that she came to me and she told me that, in our college, I'm from Raipur Institute of Technology. I did my graduation from there. Shailin Jain ji was the owner of that college, and he is very dear one and close to Patriji. I got to know, she came to me and she told me, she in our college, we have this new thing started that is meditation. Since I knew about meditation long back, I was young when I started doing meditation, I knew about it. That made me very excited from within. I don't know why, it just made me very much excited. And then, the very next day I went there. I wasn't well on the very day, so I couldn't go to college. I missed meeting Patri sir that day. Then very next day I went to college, and we I didn't know that we have a class of meditation that day. So I left from my college early. I wasn't feeling well since I wasn't well. So I left college early, but something came to me, and I don't know, I felt like, okay, fine, it's just about two more classes. I should go back. I should go and attend my class. The moment I entered, I saw my, my master and my friend, Rose ma'am, Fultushi ma'am, she was taking the class and I entered. She started telling us about all the spiritual science. She started telling us about pyramid and everything, and that excited me quite a lot. There, she asked us to sit for meditation for 10 minutes, and when I sat for meditation for that 10 minutes, I felt like this is what I'm looking for so long. For the very first time, I felt that I have so many unanswered questions within me that can be answered. And just after that realization, after 10 minutes, that class got over. And she started to leave, and I ran behind her and I said, Ma'am, I really want to continue this. How can I continue? She said, why don't you join me after college? I take classes then. I said, definitely I'll do that. I will join you. At that time, she used to take classes in a very small temple. And I just I joined her, and it was I still remember that was 22nd of September 2011. That was the day when I met her, and my journey, spiritual journey of Anapanasati started. And after that, I have learned so much and so many things about life. My questions about what exactly happens when we die, why do we take birth, what is the purpose of my life, why, if I am this way, what is the reason? I stopped complaining. Definitely. I just want to share a very small example that I told you earlier also, that I was pretentious. I was very much image conscious. It's a very small experience of mine. In 2012, we we made a very small group of all the youngsters, that was Zorba the Buddha group, and we started a small meditation center, that was Zorba the Buddha Pyramid Meditation Center. So that's when because of that sanskara of mine, I got up and I started taking flyer from Patri sir, which he was distributing, and he said no, and he scolded me in front of 200 people, and that day my image consciousness shattered. And I had so many learnings after that I can't tell you that how many learnings I have. I've learned about unconditional love. I've learned about the way to come out of any situation, out of wherever I'm going through. So this is a very small journey of myself, how I entered into spirituality, how I entered into meditation, and how it changed my life. With this, I want to pass it on to my friend Inaya, my dear friend Inaya, my co-traveler. Inaya, you can take this forward from here.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Sheena. It was wonderful hearing your experience. So, I'm Anaya Gupta. I'm from Calcutta, India, and I have been a part of PSSM since 2011. My mother was my first teacher. She was my first guru, and who taught me, who brought me into this meditation, into this movement. And since then, my process has been going on. Life has changed, it has shifted for me like I couldn't even dream about. So, biggest experience, my life changing experience was when I had finished college, and I was still figuring out what to do, and I took a year's break to figure out what to do, and I still couldn't know what I still didn't know what to do. So I decided to work with my mother. I started doing that, and in the span of 1.5 years, it just came to me. The question just came to me: Is this who you are? Is this your identity? And I was like, no. From inside, it was like, no. I need to build my own identity. I need to work on my personal identity. And then I just started meditating more and more, and then I just left universe a question: what now, what next, what should I do now? Please give me an answer, or please show me a sign. And it so happened that I used to watch a lot of movies. I was fond of movies. I used to watch both spiritual and fiction movies, the Hollywood movies. And I started noticing that I started getting signs from the movies. I started getting my answers from those movies. It happens once, it happens twice. And then I was like, okay, this is how universe is showing me my way. And then there was this one movie, this one fine day, I saw this movie. It was about a girl pursuing her dream. And then it just dawned on me. My entire life just played like a movie in front of me. And then it just was like, yes, this is what I want to do. Something just opened up inside me, and I could see all possibilities. I got my answers, and I shared it with my fellow meditators from Awakened Youth, and they were all so happy about it. My mother, my father, everyone. And then I took a big leap. I moved to Mumbai. I did a course over there, and believe me or not, but I always used to just leave the question to the universe, what next? But this one time, uh, just I didn't even question the universe. It just started happening in flow. That just a day before my course got over, I got a call from one of the person working in the Bollywood movie industry for an opening for an internship. And that is something which I had never planned on doing. That is something which never came to me, that I'd want to do that. But I was like, okay, let's go with the flow and let's do it. Let's try it. Why not? And I did it, and it has just been miraculous. One thing after the other, things have been opening up. It's just been going with flow. For us youth, that is what the main important thing is, because that is where a lot of us get stuck. We don't know what next, how are we supposed to go, what our purpose is, what our goal is. And meditation has helped me. There's nothing like it. No, not it gives such a clear answer to you in the ways you will never imagine. You will be shocked. It's so miraculous. It's magical. And from then till now, I never look back. I can never look back. Thank you so much. Now I would like to pass on to my fellow meditator friend, Thao. Over to you.
Hello, every masters. I am Thảo. I am 38 years old. I'm living in Vietnam now, Da Nang City. Uh, I'm very happy to share about spiritual uh, path. And now I am the guide of PSSM Da Nang for 3 years and a half. And from my childhood until the time I before uh, until the time before I started to meditation, I experienced a life which lack of happiness and love. So so uh, I want to find the happiness and love in my life. And at that time, have a friend guide me to go to join a meditation group in Da Nang. At that time, only have few people to join meditation. Um, And when I joined this meditation group, I now have any doubts, any analyze about meditation, and I don't care. This meditation movement is who is the founder. So maybe for this reason, I can easily to meditate deeply in the short time, and in 2 months. In 2 months, I have deeply meditation, and to the third month, I can I can go back to my past life, and I can see. I can answer all my questions from my childhood to now. And in the past life, I see my parents, and I know the reason in this life I can receive my parents' love, and have a person who opened the gates, the past life gate for me to enter, and after I finished that. That meditation course, I wonder who is the man, the big man, opened that past life for me to enter. And after 2 days later, I have a friend who give me a book. That book's name is The Teaching of Brahmaji Babaji, and I feel so amazing and very divine, because this is the first time I I I face this divine spiritual. So I saw the picture of that book, the Brahmaji Babaji, and that is the person who opened the gates of my past life, and also my father is the past life. And after that, I know about my mission in this life, what it is, and very divide. After after then that meditation group cannot work at my friend's house, and move to my new house, and I naturally become the guider of this meditation group. So I feel very divine, and I fully believe into the spiritual, and I believe the meditation 100%, because I have experience. So I'm very happy because I can enter this path, and after that I can answer all my questions from the childhood to present, and I feel grateful, my father and Brahmaji Babaji to give the light of my life, and I feel grateful for my parents to give me to grow up on the earth to have happiness life. And before I blame my husband, why don't care me, but from then I understand the reason, and I feel very and I feel very happy, and I can accept him, and more and more happy with my husband. And after that, I become a poor vegetarian. and I opened a vegetarian restaurant for everyone to come and eat. The reason is after every meal, I can guide meditation for them, and I can share about meditation and spiritual science. And since then, many and more people know about meditation in Da Nang. And a special things I want to share is my journey to become a mother. I have two I have one boy and one daughter. My boy is 12 years old and my daughter is 6 years old. And now I am in pregnant. I will born in 2 weeks. I will born new baby, the third baby in 2 weeks. But I have different from two previous pregnant and the third pregnant. Before I didn't become a vegetarian. When I was in pregnant, I feel many fears. I have many fears, fear gods, fear many things, and I have many negative thoughts and emotions that make me cannot have deep sleep, and I usually have into the shortage of energy. But the third baby, I am in pregnant. I feel very happy. I feel very have many energy, and I can open the meditation class or say about spiritual science 2 days or more, and I can stand to share about that. I feel very happy and energy. But before I cannot, but this time I can, and I I feel inside me the love is more and more. The love is more and more, have more and more, and I can understand. I can connect to the child, to the children. Before I was in pregnant before, I have a dream. A souls come to me and talk to me. Can I understand that souls come into me? And I agreed. I agreed about that. And after that, 1 month later, I know I have in pregnant, and I can understand deeply the plan of a soul's rebirth, because I have experience from that, from my third baby, and from that I feel inside me have many energy, and I can easily to understand the spiritual science, and can share about my spiritual science to everyone, and everyone welcomed about that and can transform their life.
Thank you so much for your wonderful experience sharing. Now I would like to call Rupali here and she'll be continuing from here. Thank you so much, Tao, for your lovely experience. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Namaste, Masters. I am Upali, and thank you so much, Tao. It was a lovely experience and lovely journey in spirituality. I'm Upali Upasna, and I live in Delhi, India. And the first time I was introduced to meditation was by my mother in 2011. But being a very small teenager, like you just enter your teenage, it was really difficult for me to understand and resonate with the concept of meditation. Like, why should I even meditate? That was the first question that I had. But my mother kept saying me that, you should meditate, and it will be good for your studies. And in class ninth, I had this urge that, I should uh, be able to score more like my other friends. It was sheer competition. But because of that competition, I dedicated some time in my day to meditate, and I got the results also. In my class 9th, I got fantastic grades. But after that, I again stopped meditating because I thought, I think I have done it now. I think I can do it in class 10th also. But again, when I left meditation, a lot of deviations came into my life. It was gender attraction, it was peer pressure, it was low in grades. And I was like, why is this happening? I meditated in class 9th. Why is this happening now? Then I again meditated in class 10th before my examinations, and again I got the results. Again I got straight A's, and that time I understood that I can actually keep my emotions and my studies differently. I can devote time to my studies and keep emotions aside. I was blown by the fact that meditation has such power to it. And this understanding helped me in my class 11th also. Again, in my school, when I was getting deviated in representation in my own school and choosing the correct career path, again, it was meditation who helped me in decision making. So, whether it was deviation, attraction, distraction, decision making, for every student, it is necessary to do meditation, and it helped me throughout my school career. But when the important decision had to be taken in my life, that what do I do next, I pre-decided that I will go for MBBS, I will do psychiatry because of my inclination towards behavior and mind sciences. But after I took a drop year after my entrance examination because of some reasons, I realized that it's not necessary to do something after 7 years of formal education. You can directly study what you want to study. You don't have to wait for a chance or a stage in your life after which you want to do what you like to do. So this stage also, meditation and correct guidance obviously, and a lot of books help me realize that do what you want to do right now. Don't wait for something to happen and then you do what your interest is. Everything should start right now. And this time I realized that spirituality and study is not different for me. Spirituality is study, and study is spirituality. There's nothing different in it. I am living what I read in books. It's psychology or spirituality or meditation, it's all the same. My life just revolves around it, and I'm in it. And I'm really happy that I get to involve myself in a lot of spiritual activities, in a lot of live events, in a lot of spreading awareness about mental health and meditation to masses, and especially to youth, because I understand that what I've been through should not be a challenge for the other people. So I get to share my experience of what I did, what I achieved in my meditation, in my spiritual journey, and share it across this amazing youth platform. So I'm very thankful that I got an opportunity to come here and share my experience. And now I would like to pass on to my dear friend, Akshaya Murali. So thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I am so glad and thankful for everyone who has given me this opportunity to speak on this platform on this special occasion. My name is Akshaya. I am from Delhi, India, and I was introduced to meditation from my friends in Delhi. It's been 10 years, I think more than like 7 to 8 years now since I've been meditating. And the only reason I was open to something, to attending or to learning something like this is because I was in college at that time when I was never sure of what I wanted to do in my life, and I was always a person who was never clear in anything, like to what to do next in my life. So I never had that clarity. So because of that reason, I thought maybe, why not try something like this. So the first time I went for a meditation program, I felt a lot of energy, and I think that was the turning point. That was when I decided that I am going to continue this no matter what, because I feel that there's something in it. So since then, I've been continuing on and off, doing meditation on and off, not regularly, but since the past 3 years, I've uh, been regularly meditating, and uh, there's some things which I want to share with the youth in particular. That this is from what I have realized is from a person who used to have absolutely no clarity, and like all the time being confused uh, to make a decision itself. And I always used to felt that the other person is right. I mean, he's able to guide me better than I am guiding for myself. So I got to know that I had uh, I mean, I saw the purpose and I got the clarity of what I want to pursue in my life. uh, I realized that I have to, my purpose in this lifetime is to spread music through meditation. uh, so that was one thing, and the second thing is uh, having that fear in doing everything. I am now a very fearless person. I don't fear. I mean, I'm able to deal with a lot of situations in a very calm way. And third thing is that I, whatever answers I've been looking for, I've got all the answers. And I feel that every youth who is um, in that state in which they're not able to gauge or uh, not able to understand what is happening in their life, or everything is, they're looking at people, there's pressure, there's, everyone is just, there's competition everywhere, and there's so much going on, and a person is not able to understand. So I think it's something that every, it is important for every phase, like for a teenager, for a baby of 5 years old. It is important for that person to meditate for 5 minutes. So as per your age, you are you can meditate. And lastly, before giving it to Sheena, the the only message for the youth, and the only uh, answer, or what, from what I have understood of what spirituality is to me, is that everyone is equal and everyone is right in their own perspective. So whether if a person wants to spread meditation through music, or a person wants to do something else in their life in any other way, and I think it's, everyone is right in their own way. We just need to accept, respect, allow, and let people be without any form of judgment. Whatever is happening, it's happening for a reason, and it's all everyone is having their own experiences. So thank you so much, spiritual, for this, on this occasion I'm getting to speak. So I over to you, Sheena.
Thank you so much, Akshay. It was lovely hearing all the youth, Inaya, Tao, Upali, and Akshay. Thank you so much for having us all here. And it was a wonderful opportunity for all of us to share our views and share our small journey with all of you so that we can inspire and we can motivate all of all the youth to start the meditation and start their spiritual
Okay,
journey.
friends. Hi, friends, and hi, masters. This is Pratima from Minneapolis, USA. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself and share my spiritual experiences with you. So, I have been introduced to this meditation world through my brother Harsha, elder brother. At the age of 15 years, he not only introduced me to a meditation, but also our greatest guru, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Subhash Patriji. It was on 14th Jan 1999. I still remember the day when I met Patri sir for the first time attending his class. And I really liked the way he received me and had a sweet conversation with me and my family. That's where I connected with Patri sir, and my meditation journey ignited in me. So as everyone says, the changes come from a need. The same thing happened to me. I was suffering with some health issue. Before that, used to meditate, but not regularly. But when I just encountered with this issue, like I have been referred to have medication for 6 months continuously every day. So, but I was not interested to have medicines. So I want some way where I can heal myself without medication. So my brother again came into picture, and he said, why don't you try with meditation? This really heals any kind of illness. So I took a challenge of 45 days, and I was meditating every day 45 minutes for 45 days. So actual purpose of taking this challenge is to heal myself. But apart beyond this, I have got to experience so many wonderful experiences, and I have transformed. I see myself transforming from the shy introvert, lack of confidence, lack of memory kind of person to a person who realized that everything is within me to achieve anything. So I was so admired with the way I see myself there. And before meditation, I always used to feel that this is not the way I should be. This is not the way I should live. I was not liking myself. But when I see myself transforming this wonderful peace, I started liking my life, myself. And I now, after that, I improved my grades, and I taught my in my graduation, and I have a wonderful job, and I have a wonderful family, and I'm really enjoying my every moment in my life. So this is all because of meditation. And now I realize that I have taken a right decision at the right moment, that getting into a meditation world in a younger age, that really gave me, I was not with a lot of responsibilities. I had enough time, free time to explore myself. So I did a lot of research on energies and all practices. And now I'm abundant with knowledge too and experiences. So if someone asked me what really changed meditation in you, I would say that now I started accepting everyone and everything as how it is. So that's why I'm enjoying my life, and also I'm spreading the same joy and happiness to all the families, kids and adults in Minneapolis, USA, by sharing my knowledge and teaching them meditation. So this is my wonderful journey of spirituality, and thank you for listening to me. Now let's hear more experiences from our youth, how they have transformed after coming into the meditation. Let's invite Pranav. Pranav, please welcome, and please share your wonderful experiences. This platform is all yours. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you, Pratima, for introducing me, and thanks for this opportunity to speak. I'm so blessed to be here and to be able to speak about my experience. So just a little bit about me. I am Pranav. I'm from North Carolina, USA, and I am a recent graduate from Brown University. Now I'm going to be going to Seattle to work as a software engineer in Qualtrics. And my journey with meditation started almost 11 years ago. So I was introduced to meditation by my grandfather. So he came to the US during the summer, and he used to suffer from a lot of back pain, and he used to take a lot of medication, such as high blood pressure pills and and such. So because of that, and he saw that health issue, and then he took charge and he tried to practice a lot of meditation, and we saw immediately the change in him. And that transformation in terms of energy levels, involvement in life, really inspired our family. And so that's how we got into meditation. So when I was very little, this is almost like 5th grade for me, he came to the US, and we would even build these pyramids. You can see up here, up above me, that's one of the pyramids that we made over the summer. So that not only was it an amazing summer for me to learn meditation from my grandfather, it was an amazing bonding experience as well. So I continued meditation in that way, and I got even more inspired. So I had the wonderful privilege and pleasure of having Patriji come to our house in Massachusetts when we were there, and we had a meditation workshop for all friends and family. And just a kid, and I didn't expect to have heard from Patriji. I asked whether he wanted to play ping pong, table tennis. And you would not believe he said yes. And I played a wonderful game of table tennis, ping pong with Patriji. I cannot tell you how amazing it was to see. I thought I was good, but no, Patriji, master, was so very good at table tennis. And even to this day, I still cannot believe it. Such energy and such inspiration from Patriji as well. Kind of propelled me to continue on meditation, and seeing these two experiences kind of furthered my experience as well. So fast forward to my college days, and I'm preparing for coding interviews. Now, this is like next step into my life, and I'm trying to plan for the next steps. And I was practicing for my coding interviews when I had been also meditating as well. But I actually had an experience where I was having this interview question, and I noticed that question was literally the algorithm, the very obscure algorithm I was talking about the previous day with my friends. So I was amazed at how meditation was actually able to help me in ways that I could not understand. And that experience was kind of pivotal for me because it was my own self experience with meditation. And I decided to continue to spread meditation in my university as well. So I held in-person meditation sits, and as well as Zoom classes this past few months. So I've had the pleasure of, spreading the meditation as well. So thank you so much for listening to me. And that's my wonderful journey with meditation.
Thank you, Pranav. That's a good info. That's a good experience. And I really appreciate that you have made a pyramid by yourself. Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you once again. And let's invite Ankit Garla. Ankit Garla, please welcome and share your spiritual experience.
Yeah, sure.
Yours.
So thank you so much, Pratima, and thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity to share my experience, right? So a little bit about me. So I'm Ankit, and I'm 24. I'm from Atlanta, and I've been meditating for a couple of years now. Pretty much my whole family is a part of the movement to kind of share that awareness of meditation throughout the world, right? So I want to begin with talking about how I see meditation, and the way I kind of see it is it's about being in that state of thoughtlessness, right? And I think that's kind of where we get most of that energy and most of the benefits from it. And how do we get there? How do we get to that thoughtlessness stage, right? And the way we kind of preach is, we got to concentrate on our breathing, right? Or music. So what we're doing at those times is, when we sit in meditation, we're at a state where there's a lot of thoughts, there's thoughts going on. And we're trying to funnel it down to just one single element, one focus, either music or either breathing, right? So when we keep doing that, we're practicing an art of going from a lot of thoughts to just single thought, right? And we're practicing having a better control of our mind, right? And once we keep doing that, once we master that, I think it has a huge number of benefits. For example, we can, for example, we're reading a book, right? And with just one snap of fingers, when we master it, we can instantly remove all the thoughts and go directly to one focus, and that's the book. And as a student, we can really see the amount of benefits we can get, right? And a little bit about my experience with it. As a student, I'm pretty sure everyone has gone through that. The amount of stress that we have as a student, right? And a lot comes from uncertainty of being a student. Maybe we apply for a program or school or some other activity, and now we're having thoughts. Oh, did we get in? Or whether we should do this, that. There's a lot of thoughts that come to your head, and that becomes really stressful. And the way we use the strategy of really having the control of your thoughts, again, we can start isolating these thoughts. Once we isolate them, we can have a better understanding of things, and we can make better decisions, right? I think that's kind of where most of that power, most of that lies around. So once we have that control of our thoughts, we can really eliminate all those negative thoughts. We can go one step further. We can add in positive thoughts, right? So we really went from a person with a lot of stress to a person with a lot of positivity. And that's a huge tool that we have that we can use throughout our lives. And when we're talking about, especially in today's world with mental health and mental illness issues, I think having that right mindset, that positive mindset, is so crucial, right? So I think meditation has helped me achieve that. And I think throughout the years, I think I'm in a position where I'm so confident that I can overcome any conflict or any problem that arises in life. And I think meditation has taught me that. And meditation has taught me be confident to handle all this conflicts in life, right? So I thank my journey and thank my people that really got me through that journey, and I'm excited to learn many more benefits. I think this is just a small part of benefit that you get from meditation, and there's many more, and I'm excited to continue my journey on meditation that way, right? So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity, and hope you guys got something out of that. So thank you.
Thank you, Ankit. I'm so glad to hear that you gain confidence and focus, and yes, you are ready to continue your journey in meditation. Thank you so much. And let's now hear more about the meditation experience about Aditya. Aditya, please welcome.
Thank you, Pratima. Thank you, Pari ma'am, for
Hey, nice to see
the
you. Go ahead.
opportunity to talk at the SSIM Global Youth. Hi, everyone. Namaste, Patriji. My name is Aditya Karnam. I am an undergraduate student at Iowa State University. I'm pursuing my undergraduate studies in aerospace engineering in the US. My journey into meditation started by my mother, who started seeing the benefits. And I started my journey into meditation on May 12th, 2020, where I was proposed a 40-day challenge by beautiful masters, Madhuvaka and Rameshana, who are living in Germany. And they said that if I complete this 40-day challenge successfully, I'll be starting to see the benefits. So I started this challenge and I took it as a personal challenge. And I completed this challenge successfully on June 23rd, 2020. And in each of these 40 days, meditation taught me to be dedicated in all the tasks that I undertook. Meditation improved my confidence levels. Meditation taught me to complete all the tasks. And I started performing well in all my exams and all the assignments that I undertook. After 40 days of meditation, my inner instinct told me to share this beautiful journey of meditation to all the people across the globe. So I started my first meditation session and I conducted it successfully under the influence of Madhuvaka and Rameshana. And after that, I just started being more confident. A lot of people said that Aditya has transformed into a completely different individual. And I started seeing the benefits. So meditation is not an amazing tool for all the youngsters out there. And meditation also allows you to be successful in all the tasks that you undertake. After my 40 days of meditation, I started realizing my inner strengths. I could retain all the subjects that I was undertaking. I started taking interest in all the subjects that I was undertaking. I started performing well in all my exams, and I started, talking about assignments to all my professors and submitting them on time. So meditation is a great tool, and I'm so happy that I started this journey of meditation at a very young age, and I'll continue this journey of meditation for the rest of my life. So I would like to thank Pratima. I would like to thank my mom. I would like to thank Madhuvaka and Ramesh Rao for giving me this wonderful experience and of doing meditation. And I hope that all the youngsters out there will take something from this. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Aditya. I'm feeling so connected hearing the word that 40 days of challenge. Yes, you seems to be so a complete boy now. Yeah, you're ready to go with exploring the new world. Thank you so much, Aditya. Now let's invite Ankit. Ankit, please welcome and please share your wonderful spiritual experiences to all of us. We are
Thank you,
glad to
ma'am.
hear from you. Go
Thank you,
ahead.
ma'am. Hello, guys. My name is Ankit. I am 20 years old, and I'm currently a student pursuing neuroscience, the degree in neuroscience. My meditation experience has been a bit of a difficult one, I would say, because I was first introduced to meditation in 8th class, but I really didn't take it seriously. And and it wasn't until I came to college when I was starting to deal with like anxiety and like these all these mental health issues where I actually picked it up and took it very seriously. And yes, meditation helped me a lot, and it helped me overcome all those problems and helped me overcome whatever I was dealing with at the time. uh, but I feel like meditation is such a powerful tool, and I wasn't able to fully accept what it could be, fully live up to the potential of meditation and fully take off the responsibility. And it wasn't until 6 months ago where I had an incredible conversation with my mentor, Alekia from the Delhi, and she just basically explained that when you meditate, you have to meditate with intention, and you have to completely immerse yourself into this concept of meditation and try to spread it around you and be more aware. Because the mistake I was making was I was meditating, yes, but it was becoming more of an escape for me from my problems rather than I was not using it as a tool to channel the energy, and I wasn't accepting it. I was trying to hide it, and I thought, oh, it wasn't cool or something. But in reality, when 6 months ago, I was able to accept that, oh, meditation is an incredible thing. And I started having honest conversations with my friends who weren't meditators, they weren't plant-based, they weren't vegetarians, they weren't eating a plant-based diet. But I started having these honest conversations with them about meditation, about this plant-based diet and how it's affected me. And they're very receptive, and a lot of them have taken up the 40-day challenge, and they've seen incredible results. And uh, that's my journey so far, and it's really helped me find focus and helped me find purpose in my life and lead me in a direction towards where I want to go towards the future.
Wonderful, Ankit. That's a good message to all that about a vegetarian and plant-based food. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that you're spreading this word to all your friends and motivating them to become a choose the plant-based food. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And let's welcome Kartikeya. Kartikeya, please welcome and share your wonderful meditation experiences. Go ahead. This stage is all yours.
Thank you, Pratima, and thank you, Parimam. Namaste, Patriji. Hi, everyone. My name is Kartikeya Gajala, and I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm 13 years old, and I'm going to 8th grade. I have been meditating for about 1.5 years now and was introduced to it by my mom, Swapna Gajala. Since I started meditating, I've noticed that I've gained more focus in my studies, and my sleep quality has improved drastically. In my initial few weeks of starting meditation, however, I found it very hard to concentrate on my breath, and I was getting unnecessary thoughts very frequently. But as I kept meditating, I was able to get rid of these thoughts. I have been meditating every day for almost the past 1 year, and I believe that meditation is especially important for students my age because it reduces stress, which is important for this time of your life when you build your foundations for the rest of your life. And because you have less stress, it means you have more focus in what you're doing. I volunteered for Austin PSSM, and I'm planning to conduct a meditation session in my local neighborhood for little kids. And another experience I'd like to share is my time spending time with the Patiji. So I felt very like happy and joyful when I was around him when he came to Austin for the event. And it was, I honestly have to say, it was very fun cooking with him and talking about meditation and spiritual journeys and that topic. So these are my experiences in my meditation journey until now. And thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kartikeya. We are so glad to hear your experiences and your time spent with Patri sir. And I know how it feels when spending with our guru, the one who changed our life mainly. And I'm so proud to hear the huge transformation you have your experience seeing in yourself. Yeah, welcome to this new world. And I want all my youth group to give one message to the entire youth viewers. Guys, please welcome and give your message to all the youth viewers.
Okay.
Kartikeya, Ankit, can you please turn on your cameras? Wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, so my message for everyone out there is I kind of give a background about it. When I started meditation, I switched to plant-based food, and I really noticed that it improved my health, and I was able to resist the urge to eat meat and stuff like that. And so I encourage everyone to eat plant-based food so your health can be improved.
Wonderful.
That's my message.
Thank you, Kartikeya. Ankit Garla?
Yeah, so I think my message would be around, having that right mindset is so important in today's society, especially when a lot of things are happening right now out in the world, a lot of stress inducing activities, and there's so many things going on around the world. So it's so important to have that right mindset and right control of our emotions and things like that. And I think meditation is the best way to practice that and get better at it and master it, right? So I would say be diligent on doing meditation and actually understand why you're meditating, right? And how you're going to gain those benefits. And so if you really understand all the pieces of it, I think it's easier for someone, especially the younger age, to kind of find it more useful in their lives, right? So I think that would be my little message for everyone.
Wow, wonderful. Aditya?
Hi, everyone. So my message to all the youngsters out there across all over the globe is to be dedicated in all the tasks that you undertake with the help of meditation, because once you're dedicated into any task that you're undertaking, there's no one stopping you from achieving it successfully with the help of meditation, because you will have the self-motivation to compete against yourself to improve, and that will take you to higher and higher levels, and you will see the benefits, and you'll have a beautiful smile on your face at the end of the day and pat yourself on your back saying that, yes, I have achieved a lot of endeavors. So that's my little message to all the youngsters out there. So I hope everyone gets inspired and take all this advice that's been given by all of us. Thank you so much.
Sure, you're right, Aditya. That's a wonderful message. And Ankit?
If my experience could lead to one particular message, I would say that take a meditation, take it up wholeheartedly and accept it, because it's an incredible tool that will help you in your journey and help you find, especially for the youth, find success and whatever you're looking for in this life, and give you that true joy, that true happiness, and completely immerse yourself into that experience. Adopt a plant-based diet, and this tool will take you places where you've never even imagined, and you'll achieve things that you never even dreamed of. Yeah.
Yes, we need to accept first to see the results, to explore the journey. Yes, you're right. So Pranav, your message, please.
Yeah, sure. So, so kind of from my experiences, I would say to the youth listening, for me, meditation has opened so many doors, and it has really helped me in ways I couldn't even imagine. Definitely, like if you don't see it right away, just keep practicing. It's very important, and you'll definitely see the benefits. And keep observing. Observation is the nature of the self. So just keep observing whenever you're sitting what things are going on, and have that mindset of looking at while you're sitting. So I think that's my message for the youth. So thank you.
Yes, Pranav, you're right. Regular practice will transform us drastically. Uh, if I would like to give a message, I would say that meditation is energy which keeps us all like charged all through the day. If I would like to give one example, the recent example, past 30 days, I'm waking up at 3:30 a.m. in the morning and sleeping at 12:30 a.m. So during this round the clock, I'm playing the role of mom, the role of a wife, role of a employee. I'm a software professional, and I'm playing the role of a meditation teacher. I teach meditation to kids and adults, and I'm also playing the role of a student. I'm learning. I'm still practicing meditation. So in this complete cycle, if you could see me at 12 a.m., I'm still on charge. This is only because of meditation, the only best, the practice of Anapanasati, that observation on the breath. Thank you so much, Brahmarshi Subhash Patriji, for Pitamaha Subhash Patriji, for giving us this wonderful tool and a simple technique to explore ourselves. Thank you so much.